Shop, Al Mellinger. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. It's good to be here.
You walked.
I did. I know it's cold, but exercise is good for
Michigan Ave is that wind tunnel polar
you. Tell me about
vortex.
it. My flags are always flying over.
So you have a newer location.
Yes, we moved from 151 East Michigan to 143, basically from one corner of the Otsego Hotel building to the other corner of the Otsego building.
Very nice.
Yeah, that gives you more room for the various things that you are doing down there. One is the retail space.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And what do you sell there?
Well, we are a fair trade store, meaning that everything in there is pretty much handmade, and the people that made it were paid a living wage in their community. Pictured there is a map that shows different countries that we're in and our partners. We have 30 partners and are in 50 countries.
Oh, wow. So what type of products do you carry from the
We
other
have
countries?
baskets, jewelry, hats, scarves, home decor. We have, I brought a couple things with me to show you that are made locally.
Cool.
But you name it, we probably have something like it, but it's not the kind of things you're going to find at the big box stores.
And
Wow,
the
those hats
prices
look warm.
They do. Price is a little bit better than the big box stores too.
Yes, because not only do you get a decent price, but also you know that the money that is made is being reinvested back into families that need it. Our mission is to help the poor, disenfranchised, persecuted, disabled, unemployed, and vulnerable around the world.
So you brought a...
Well, part of what we also do is not only do we work with partners around the world, we also do a lot locally.
Okay.
So we have a program called our READ workshops, which stands for Repurposing Items Environmentally Friendly, Economically Beneficial, Developing Skills. And this is a heating cooling pad, so it's made with cherry pits from Traverse City. You can nuke it, you can freeze it, and when it gets dirty, you can put this one in the washer and dryer and it won't decompose, mold, or disintegrate.
There you go. Perfect.
And this nice hat.
And this is one of the hats we have from overseas. The knitwear is what started the whole thing for us 15 years ago.
Really?
Now. So,
How did you first come up with the idea and come up with your mission?
well, we were actually missionaries living in Bulgaria,
Okay.
and a lot of the unemployment rate in the wintertime in the villages we were in was 80%.
Really?
So we felt we needed to figure out a way to give them some income, and so we started doing loom knitting, ended up with all the hats, scarves, mittens, slippers, etc. When we'd come home, we'd sell them when we visited churches and other groups, and then one thing led to another, and in 2018 we opened a shop at Jackson Crossing, a holiday shop for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And almost 6 plus years later, we're still operating.
That's
But
awesome.
now we've been in 3 locations.
Very cool.
So you've got that. Besides the retail space, you've got a workshop room.
We actually now have 2, which is one of the reasons we divided. We have what I call our messy room. It's where we could do glitter, paint, decoupage, and stuff with low-income elderly or the homeless, because every month we work with clients from the Interfaith Shelter and the Friendly Home. We're looking to expand to more as we get development funds to make it happen. And they make products that are then put into our inventory. So this that we'd seen earlier is made locally by a lady from the Friendly Home.
Oh, wow.
And she loves to sew, and so we work with their talents and skills. The other is now called our lecture space. I don't know if you've ever been downtown, but in the summer, fall, and spring, you used to have a lot of senior citizens sitting on the sidewalks in the area. Well, it's literally their front yard, their front porch. Many of them are in wheelchairs or walkers, so they can't go far. I stopped and talked to them and got to know them, and I thought, we need to stimulate their lives. We need to give them. So we're now creating these Read Talks where they can come in. We're looking for volunteers who have a hobby, have a skill, have a talent, have been on a trip and want to do a travel log on their trip to New Orleans or whatever. We have a space where we would promote it and let them know, and then they can come in and do it. We've been running sewing classes since fall, and we're now on our 8th round of classes. Wow. When they finish, they actually make a lap quilt for their chair or wheelchair, and so we have a lot of fun, but we're trying to serve the seniors in the area because they're there and they're lonely, and we just want to encourage it.
Yeah, doing
Al,
great things.
like Dr. King, you too have a dream.
I do.
What is it?
Well, part of the new location also is a spot for what I'm calling our mini market. The other problem we have with the seniors, it's a food desert. They have to either get on a bus, and if you're in a wheelchair or walker, that doesn't work easily.
Right.
And so we want to be able to have some of the staple items that they need. What's interesting is when we were in Bulgaria, they called them supermarkets. I would have called it a mini 7-Eleven. But with groceries in it. And you could down there and you didn't have all the choices, but you could get crackers and bread and cereal and milk and butter and eggs. And so we are looking to do that. And one of the cool things that God did is that we were given liquidation of a bunch of very nice toys, like Legos and Brio trains and trucks and all of that set recently. And so we're selling those at a 40% discount right now. We don't normally carry that and won't, and all the proceeds are to help us buy the fixtures we need for setting up the market later this spring.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Well, best of luck and congratulations.
Thank you.
From Marketplace Manna, Al Mellinger. More of the morning show right after this.